Brilliant. Thanks. Great to see you all this morning. I'm here to talk about a pilot study where we're exploring sources, behaviour and mitigation strategies influencing indoor air quality. We're quite a big team, and with 2 minutes, I'm not going to go through all the names, but they're all in the bottom rows of this slide. And I want to thank them all because they've been amazing people to work with. Basically, we went into this, we were thinking about how you'd actually do this kind of investigation, and there's no real framework that's been established. So the first thing we did was establish a framework, and we did that based on the UK time use survey, which has lots of data on cooking and cleaning activities, which we commonly have indoors. So we used this to create a framework for us to actually analyse. Several of our team contributed to basically working out the situation within our controlled environment, and we had lots of people involved in that. We had people involved in developing the framework, and then we actually had the tests. So we carried out our framework, which had specified times for instance, different cooking activities, different cleaning activities, and we repeated that on 2 days in a low ventilation environment, and then we moved and repeated that again for another 2 days in a high ventilation environment. And what we found from that was, first of all, we're just focusing on this graph in the particulates. We had lots and lots of different monitors. We'll bring more of those data through in the future publications. But particularly looking at the particulates, the big problem isn't so much the cleaning, even toast, which you might think is a lot of particulates, but stir fry with meat. That really pushes up the particulates. But what you can see is with some fairly ordinary ventilation, all we had in that little controlled environment was a kitchen extractor fan, you can really keep that under control. So it does show that we can identify what parts of our behaviour cause problems and that we can mitigate them. So we do have an initial conference paper out already. We're working on publications. One of them really focusing on this framework because we think it's important that people have a framework, and we've had a lot of interest in that. And another one in the actual experimental results with this particular results, but also with the other types of monitoring that we did. Now, the one thing I haven't mentioned an awful lot of is the CFD analysis. And the reason I haven't is because I know that Stefano has his own little section, and he's going to talk about how that's developed, and particularly his focus on the Lagrangian particle tracking. And he is our STFC connection. So hopefully I've covered all the bases there, and thank you for your time.